The KUCCPS portal is open, and we are so grateful that we're going to dive into the process, the requirements, and the pitfalls in which you can be able to have a smooth process as you're making the application for your desired dream career. Ama vipi? So when was this portal open? The portal was open on the April 7th and it's open up until May 6th, 2026. And this will allow all candidates who have sat for their KCSE from 2025 all the way back, and it's not only for degree programs but also for TVET programs. So if you are in that category, or you know someone who is in that category, or you are a parent, this is the video for you. You can share with as many people as possible because lazima tujengane. So the question is, so what do I need? And the first thing that you really need are two things, or let's say three things. So the first is your KCSE index number. So when you go to the portal, the first thing that you have to fill in is your KCSE index number and the year in which you sat for your KCSE. Now it will ask you for a password. For the password, there are two options: either the KCPE index number or your birth certificate number. That is the entry number on your birth certificate. It's on the far left, right? So those three things are extremely important: your KCSE index number, your year in which you sat for the KCSE, and the KCPE index number or your birth certificate entry number. Now immediately you're signed in, you'll get into the dashboard and it will give you your name, the grade in which you scored, your clusters and the weighted clusters. You have all this onto the dashboard. So you will have to go to the apply, but when you go to the apply section, it will first implore of you, or it will ask you to first fill in the details or your contact details. Now this means your phone number, your parents or guardians phone number, your ID number if you have, or your parents or guardians ID number. So these are some of the important details that you have to fill in. So you need to fill in correctly. So the first thing that you really need to fill in is your contact and your parents' contacts or guardians, your ID and your parents' IDs, contacts, and you will have to fill in the county in which you're in, county and sub-county. So those are the most important thing that you have to fill in onto the contact details, because one thing that I'm sure, when you're trying to make the application, you can't move forward if you haven't filled in those details. All right, so immediately you're done with filling in these details, now you can continue to go and make the application for your desired courses. Now you'll really need to have the codes for the universities or the college that you would want. Now for example, if you would want to take a certain course in University X, you go to all programs, select which course do I want. This is the course that I want. Is it provided in this university? Yes. What's the code? Now you take note of the code. Let's say it's 1 2 3 3. Okay, so you take this code and you go to the application section and you input the code. Now for those who are pursuing degree programs, you have 4 choices, but the first choice, you have to select one course in 3 different institutions. So you have option 1, A, B and C, and then for option 2, 3, 4, you are going to select just one course in one university. Please make sure that you're selecting the course that which you feel, this is the course that I am passionate for. So immediately when you're done with filling in, now you have 1, A, B, C, and then you have 2, 3, 4. So you have filled in all this. The next thing, you go through and you're satisfied, you proceed to submit your choices. it will ask you, do you want to be selected for other courses in case these courses have filled up? Now the thing is, the placement service is competitive. So let's assume they only have, just for argument purposes, so if they have only 20 sections for a certain course and all of you have applied around 50, this is for argument purposes, so it will be on merit basis. So the rest of the 30 will be placed in either or these other courses in which they selected, or other courses depending on how they have been selected, right? So immediately when you're done, you submit and it will prompt you to make a payment. So the payment charges is 1,550 Kenyan shillings. So it's 1,550 Kenyan shillings. Now here there's a concern, because I remember I met this client and they were asking, do I really need to have an eCitizen account so that I can make this payment? No. You don't really need to have an eCitizen account for you to make this payment. You can just prompt from your phone or any other person's phone. Even if you're under 18 and you don't have an ID yet, you can still make this payment through the eCitizen platform. All right, so you make the payment, and the code that comes from Safaricom, you paste it onto the last point. So immediately you have pasted the code, you submit your choices, and you will receive a message showing you that you've actually made the application successfully. When you go back to the dashboard, it will also list the courses in which you have selected. Now, we have to be very keen. What does this mean for us? You have just made the first revision. So this is just the first revision. What the placement service does, after the first revision is done, the portal will be closed, and they'll go back and do the sorting and the placement, whereby after a while we are going to have the second revision. Here we will have lazima tukue rada, kwa sababu after hii second revision utakuwa ushaplacewa in one of the universities. So if you're not happy with the choice in which you have been placed by the placement service, what you do, you just make a revision. Now, do you have to pay again the 1,550? No, you don't have to make another payment, kwa sababu but ile message ambayo ulilipa nayo, this message in which you paid for the first time, you have to keep it, because you will need to paste it during the second revision. I hope this is how it's going to work, because previously that's how it's been working. But technically, when you make the payment, just keep the message. It will help you on the second revision. So on the second revision, you still make the choices. You still make the choice of the desired course in which you will want, and then you proceed with submission. But we are on the first revision. Here in the first revision, sometimes it becomes so competitive, and you might find either the course in which you selected, it's not the course which you've been invited to go and do. But anyway, we trust that the first selection ambayo umechagua is the one that you're going to be called for. So what are the pitfalls that you have to avoid as you're making the choices? Please make sure that the codes in which you select are correct. The good thing is, immediately you input the code during the application process, it will give you two things. One, it will give you the name of the course and where it is studied at, for example, Bachelor of Economics at Kenyatta University, and it will give you either a red or a green. A red meaning you do not meet either the subject requirements for the course, or you do not meet the cluster cutoffs for the course. And if it is green, it will mean that you are good to go. So you have to check onto these two things, either if it is green or red, and if the course that you have inputted is the correct course and it is correctly placed at the university or at the college that you will want. The other thing that you have to really be keen as you're making the selection is, as you're filling in your contact details, the number in which you input here. It's the same number that is going to receive a message that you have successfully made the application. So take keen interest on the contacts in which you fill in as you're filling in your contact details. All right. The other thing that you have to be keen while you're making the application is the placement service does not charge an amount above this. All right. So if someone is asking for, let's say, 10,000 shillings, well, it doesn't make sense. Okay, the placement service only charges 1,550. Maze itabidi ukairada, because huku nje, if you snooze, you lose. All right. So this is basically the process as under which you will need and the requirements which you will need as you're making the application for KUCCPS 2026. Please mark the date, May 6th, 2026. That's a deadline and time is ticking. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. The comment section is wide open. I'm so glad to be here. So glad to take you through the process. Till next time, let's make it done. I'm a Vipi. Cheers.